giving MTV a crib of our house. I don't know. Where the magic happens?
I would argue this is where the magic happens.
I'd say this is where the magic happens.
I would say that this is where the magic happens.
Now we're gonna go into the room where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens. I think this is really where the magic happens.
Welcome to the Atrium. Long awaited. This is the Atrium, and we're here to give you a tour of the greatest house that we have ever lived in our adulthood.
It's true.
You won't believe the rent prices. We're paying top dollar for this beautiful Boise, Idaho estate. Without further ado,
The
the
Atrium.
Atrium. This is the dining room. This has all my spy equipment in it. I like to spy. Not like on people in a creepy way, but like I like to infiltrate firewalls, sort of take down corporate shills.
Have you ever been in a dark room, typing away, and then into your little Bluetooth headset said, "I'm in"?
That's a day in the life.
Okay. Over here we've got, the 28-inch plasma and the 40-inch plasma unused.
So if you didn't think we had money already.
Over here we have Scott Hulk's whiskey collection. This is the Benchmark series. I got him a couple of these for his birthday. All of this. And then looky here. It gets bigger. This is a hobby of his, and
He's got quite the palate.
Yeah, I've tasted a few of these, and they're all yummy.
Here's the Hulk family piano. This thing has withstood hurricane force winds, heat that you can't even imagine. We're talking in the hundreds of degrees Celsius. This thing is out of tune badly.
Welcome! We're giving MTV a crib of our house. I don't know. A tour of our crib.
Amazing.
Bill. Love you.
Love you guys.
There's an army.
I don't know this song. What other songs can you play with?
Sounds like military propaganda. Here we go.
You were a little too on pitch.
No, I was not. You can play pretty much any song you want on this thing. You can play pretty much any song you want on this bad boy.
What was that you were doing just now? You play that again. It sounds like that one song.
You can play Teardrops on My Guitar by Taylor Swift.
You could play Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift.
You can play 1989 by Taylor Swift.
You can play Red by Taylor Smith.
You could play Fearless by Taylor Smith.
Who sings Trouble?
You sing Trouble by...
Who sings that?
You sing Trouble by Taylor Smith.
You can play Thug Story by Taylor Swift featuring T-Pain.
You can play Blank Space by Taylor Smith.
This seat is the perfect area in the house to view our photographs from the Disney's Wine and Dine half marathon weekend. William, Christopher, and I ran a half marathon at Disney in November. Christopher and William also ran a 10K. And so those are photos that, the Disney staff took of us. And now they're hanging on our wall, etched in permanence forever.
You can actually move them.
How dare you? That's awesome.
For example, over here we have the Timu Jedi Temple that Christopher bought for us when we first moved in here, and we built it. And you'll see the Grand Army of the Republic, led by the Jedi generals, sort of acting on behalf of the Republic Senate. Nope.
Over here we have what I can only assume are birds of some sort. These were gifted to us by our parents. They came from our grandparents' home. They were given to us as a gift by our parents.
Being real sneaky behind John is our favorite guy, DJ D-Rec.
DJ D-Rec is the DJ on the MTV show Wild 'N Out. He also did the Danny Phantom theme song.
Moving on into the kitchen.
Yeah. Guys, I mean, I would say this is where
Where the magic happens?
where the magic happens.
I would argue this is where the magic happens.
Right.
Yeah.
We're all on the same page. That's a great argument, bro.
This is where we make treats, make food.
We like to do our own version of the show Chopped, where we give ourselves 30 minutes to cook a meal out of just things we have in the refrigerator. So let me give you an example.
Yeah.
So here in the fridge, you know, if we were gonna play Chopped, I could make some sort of. Well, I think we have 4 bottles of ranch, 3 gallons of milk. This is completely empty. We've got yogurt, and we've got Publix spicy popcorn chicken. So you can imagine the potential.
We also have 2 sealed refrigerated bottles of Prego.
Would you call this a bottle?
Yes. Not a can. It's
It's
a bottle.
not-
I'll die on that hill.
I would call it a jar.
It's a jar. It's a jar. It's a jar. I've died on the hill, and I've been reborn as a jar guy. In our freezer, I think if I were doing the chop challenge, I'd maybe sort of just get the ice cream,
Yeah.
and I present it to the chef and say, "This is a nice pate of custardized milk." With some chocolate syrup emulsified within, and I think I'd win.
That's pretty good.
I know.
No, you sold me on ice cream.
Yeah, it also tastes awesome.
William's upset that we hijacked his bit.
Well, no, actually, I'm just more upset that you're gonna try to play ice cream as a entree. Just scoop out.
Hold up.
Something.
It's all ingredients, bro. What if I use ice cream as a part of a larger thing?
You could and should do that.
I'm sorry. It's a chocolate reduction. I'll let it melt a little bit.
Or like put some ranch on it. We have the main event, I would say, is Ninja Creamy here that Christopher was marketed into buying on Instagram, and it's been used
Twice.
upwards of 1 time.
Right.
With a ceiling of 2 times. And I think his review was, I don't like the ice cream it made that much. I prefer real ice cream. It's been in that corner of the kitchen for about, how long have we lived here?
A year and a half.
So probably about a year, I guess. Keeps talking about selling it, and that hasn't happened.
I have a pantry full of items. I got this fancy crab meat by Geisha that I'm nervous to try, but it was like $2, so I'm gonna try it.
Here's sort of the kitchen table, and I'd say this is where the magic happens. Mostly, on any given day, you can find one of us eating here at a different time than everyone else, sort of for breakfast or
Literally,
or maybe lunch.
we so infrequently eat meals at the same time. 1 to 2 chairs is occupied throughout.
We're all about interior design here, so we wanted to make sure we got the matching set of chairs. This has belonged to the Hulk family for quite some time.
Over here we have Scott's Bar. Scott is a cocktail
By
mixologist. I like that.
That's real.
Scott's a mixologist.
By passion.
And at one point by trade.
Day trader, day trader by trade. If you ever want Scott to make you something, he'll take requests. You can
He
say
will.
like, "Hey, give me a lower abdomen," and he'll whip it up.
Give me a slip risky. He'll in no time.
Give me a redacted document.
Give me a signed, sealed, delivered. Yeah.
Give me a Tide Pod with bleach.
All right, now we're making our way over into the living room. I would say that this is where the magic happens. The Christmas spirit has not died on this January 18th evening. The sky is gray, but the Christmas cheer warms
Our souls?
our hearts and souls where our unusable fireplace cannot.
If you'll notice, Celery Night Fever is up there, and I think that's there to stay.
Please.
And I would argue it's not there to stay and should not stay there.
Right.
That's what I would say. In fact, just last night we talked about a Larry the Cucumber effigy hat going down. Like if we were to take it outside and burn it, so that way it's burnt.
Pretty much just where we, sort of view the latest Star Wars television series.
It's where I like to catch up on Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends.
But this is really where we just like to gather around and really get into it. Talk about world events, what's going on in the world,
Right.
sort of the state of affairs globally.
Right.
Discuss at length the conflicts, and even when there's not so much conflict, just the happenings of the world at large. And then we'll also talk about, like, for example, I think China.
Hey, MTV!
This is unexplainable. This could be a sealed wall, but it's not, and it's fun. William and I a few times have come up here to give speeches at parties we have hosted. This might be the area of the house that gets the least amount of love, but maybe should get the most because it has the ability to be very, very versatile.
I like to call it the square.
One of these days I'll have the courage to drop and see what happens. I think the ticket is for me to, like,
Absorb the shock with your legs.
Brace yourself with your arms.
I heard flat on your back, but make sure something's there to catch you right in the middle.
Yeah, something clumsy and, vertical to catch your fall.
really, in theory, I'd like to catapult and land on their couch, but I think that would be unsafe and unwise.
Out here, this is one of my favorite areas. Every day, John or Christopher, they'll let me out here, and I'll just run around for hours.
This is usually what I'll do. I'll let him out like this, and then here, I'll hold. Do you want me to hold it?
No, you can picture it. I'll just run around out here for hours, and sometimes John and Christopher are nice, and they'll come out here and they'll play a little game with me, which they like to call Go Get It.
Yeah, I'll throw a ball.
So yeah, he throws a ball and says, "Go get it," and then I go get it and I bring it back to him. It's really fun. It's a blast, and I don't know how y'all came up with that game. It's a lot of fun. Simple rules, but gosh, I could play it and I do. I play it for hours.
At around like 9 p.m. at night, we'd all be ready to go to bed, and William just be bouncing off the walls.
He's like, I want to play Go Get It.
Yeah, we had to come up with some way to tire him out before it was bedtime, and Go Get It was just the solution.
Go Get It. I mean, it's the best game ever. Y'all gotta try it out sometime. But when they're not home, I'll just stand by the door and look out here and wish I could come out and run around and play Go Get It. But they're not at home, so. But they're usually kind enough to let me out at least once a day.
Yeah, I try to.
Which is so nice.
William's up whining at my door at like 6 a.m. like, I want to play Go Get It, and I have to wake up bleary-eyed and come down here and let him out, and he just runs around. But the thing is, in the morning he's not out here for as long, so I have to wait by the door until he's done running.
You have to?
You haven't noticed me, but I have to. Yeah.
I thought you enjoyed it too.
This is a discussion for another time.
I'm a burden to you? You like us playing Go Get It's not fun for you?
Well, we're not playing Go Get It at that point. That's just you running and I'm waiting. When we play Go Get It, I love it. I love playing Go Get It.
Do you like when we play Go Get It?
I can't. I love playing Go Get It. You notice there's some sprouts here. I think that's garlic. I'm not joking. I planted some garlic from the store.
Oh, really?
Because I was tired of buying it for 98 cents a clove. These little bits are garlic. I did throw a potato in there. I don't think it's working. These are green onions. This is the weed I planted when we moved in. I whisper all my little secrets to it, and that's how it that's what makes it grow.
This is the garage.
If you were around for the We Locked Ourselves Out of Our House episode, you saw that we put a bunch of ice cream in this here beer fridge. Is that Mario Super Sluggers?
That's Mario Super Sluggers for the Nintendo Wii.
This is our workout equipment. This is where we never work out.
Yeah, John, show them how much you bench. Yeah. max rep too.
How dare you? Now we're gonna head into my room. What is this light? There we go. I like to imagine this is where the magic happens. If you'll notice, nothing on my walls sounds kind of echo. So Christopher for Christmas, he got me this 1,000-piece puzzle of the. Christopher for Christmas got me this 1,000-piece puzzle of the Marauders map from Harry Potter. He also got me puzzle glue and a giant picture frame, and I'm gonna hang it either there or above my. It's probably gonna go above my bed. This is where I sleep. This is where I think. And this right here, this is maybe my favorite part of my room. For right now, I'm just really focused. Oh, no. Man, you're doing awesome.
This is great.
That's how I spend more time than I probably should. Over here we've got, you know, my medal from the Disney Half Marathon. Just some photos and things that mean a lot to me. Plates. Of course, on top of the speakers, we have the Trench Run and Dagobah. Yoda's hut on Dagobah. Darth Vader's lightsaber, Obi-Wan's lightsaber. All my puzzles. This is a drawing of the Fellowship of the Ring, all of the Fellowship members, that was done by my friend Sasha. And it was given to me as a birthday present. Now we're gonna go into the room where the magic happens. This is my bathroom. Right? Isn't it sick? It's massive. For what? For what? You know, it's a his and hers situation. It's just his. I use them both. And then and then a closet. These are my prized possession, Darth Vader Heelys. These were given to me by my brother-in-law one Christmas, and I love them. That's it for the master bedroom. We'll move on.
This is where we keep Maurice. If he wants you know, like his daily meal, we'll pop in there, but he's already had that, so we're not gonna do it more.
He's like, hey, where's my ration?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. Maybe that's too dark.
No. It's not. No one's gonna think we keep a man named Maurice. Yeah, no one's gonna think we
No Maurice.
Now we're gonna head upstairs. Ow! So, this is sort of where the magic happens. That hurt, bro.
Scott plays the drums. That's his drum kit. That's where they keep all the music equipment upstairs. It's really me and William's domain.
All right, now we're heading into my room. This is where the magic happens. Here's my desk. This is where I record things and do my job. I work from home, so I sit here and I'm like, I'll make sure to fax that right over. Or I'll say something like, could you fax me that right over? or I'll say something like, I never got that fax. Or I'll say something like, you know, I was looking over that fax you sent me and... I'll say something like, I got a series of faxes coming in.
He's always getting faxes.
Let me just show you sort of what it would be like. Yeah, if you could make a few Xeroxes for me and then just fax over the manuscript. Here we got three of the goats of television. We've got Conan O'Brien, we've got Selena Meyer from Veep, and Tobias Funke from Arrested Development. This was purchased by Scott Hulk at a Firehouse Subs. It was an auction. I think he got it for the what do they call it? The buy-in price. The record player and my Abbey Lee Miller style pyramid of my records. It's not completely accurate right now. It really, so we've got, you know, the top dog, the one spot, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now, ideally, it would be Access All Areas by Flo, then Lana by SZA. So we've got SOS standing in, and then, you know, all of that would shift over. Coco Jones, Victoria Monet. Honestly, if we're being completely honest, the Wicked soundtrack's in there somewhere. This is a gift I got from my sister Hannah. Every time I go to a new state in the U.S., I send her a picture, and she makes a magnet out of it, and I stick it on here. So, gotta hit the West Coast, you know what I mean? In the Midwest and, you know, all that. We're not going in here because this is where I put all the stuff to make my room clean.
This is where the magic happens. This is my room. This is my desk where I work from home sometimes. I got a keyboard and a keyboard. A lot of books, a lot of bookshelf space in here. These different shelves, that's the coolest Pokemon that exists, Blaziken, and that's the Underminer, if you know, you know. This is what I'm reading right now. This is what I've already read. Most of this I've already read. Most of this I've already read. And then at the bottom are my very favorite books. This is my water bottle, 40 ounces. I actually like to collect stickers from all the coffee shops I frequent. Shout out Mona Me, I'm there a lot. This is my melatonin collection. Some Tolkien stuff. There's some classic stuff. These are records. There's Zuckus. This is my little Star Wars shrine. It's a lightsaber from the High Republic. You can tell because it's got little things right there, a guard. And I think that's pretty neat. And my closet's kind of like John's bathroom. It's too big. I think this is really where the magic happens.
If you remember, this is the square. This is how I was standing, but I'm not going to do anything risky. Oh, how have we not pointed out the star of the house?
Gotcha.
Yeah. Come on. Ow.
This is a Republic Lat cruiser, also known as Republic Gunship. John and I went in on purchasing this thing. It cost, don't worry about it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. This is the treasure of the Atrium living room. It's got Master and Mace Windu, and his little clone buddy.
There is where Scott and Lauren live.
Or at least we think so.
Yeah. Who knows where they run off to.
Right.
I have a running theory that they're renting out this space so someone else lives there.
Yeah.
They have a second property where they throw lavish parties and they don't invite us. And you know why I think that?
Why?
Because one time Scott sent me a text that was like, lavish party at our place. Be there at 7. And then he said, oh, sorry, whoops, wrong. I meant to send that to William Harnk.
Running theory that when Scott and Lauren go up to bed, they sit down on the ground and just hold each other's hands and stare for a while. That feels like something they would do. And so really that's the house. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. Now get out.
Yeah.
That's what they do, right? That's what they do at the end of MTV Cribs. Is that what they do?
All right, thanks for coming. Now you gotta get out of here because
Yes.
I got a roast in the oven.
Thank you so much, MTV, for being here. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I got roast beast cooking up.
Yeah.
I don't know where you're going, but you can't.
No, okay.
At the front.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a blast.
It's been a blast. Now get out of here, you crazy kids.
Now you get out of here, you crazy kid. You crazy kids. Leave, I mean it.